I mean, we can.
Like, it's not me, is it? I'm not gonna go, welcome to.
Yeah, but I can do that.
Oh, go on then.
No, see, because I put me off.
Oh, this is the intro as it is now.
No, we can't leave it.
Yeah. No, this is the intro.
That's weird.
This
That's
is the
weird.
intro now.
No.
We can't. Yeah, we can't do.
No.
Yeah, we can't do. You know, it ain't nice, is it?
Yeah, it's true.
Come on, we gotta be authentic, innit?
I don't know though.
We can't
Like,
put it on. Do you want to put it on? I'll let you put it on if you want.
No, I
Gonna
can't.
bust that.
yeah, I know. No,
I
no.
don't know, but-
No, it would look. Yeah, it would look too false if we just started. You know.
Yeah,
no.
we're not. I can't. I gotta stop swearing, haven't I?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to bleep it. You're editing it, so it's up to you. That's the problem. I'm gonna try not to swear. It's gonna happen though.
Yeah. I know. Alright.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like,
Start off who we are.
yeah, we can start off with.
I mean, most of the people that's gonna be watching it are obviously gonna be.
people
people that know
there's
us.
literally gonna be about 10 people watching. So
Nah,
for the 10 people that watch
I
it,
got
which
trust.
is
No,
you know,
more than 10 people to watch. I trust that. Nah, but I think obviously people who are watching, they're gonna know who we are, right? So.
well, no, they're not, are they?
Because most of them are going to be people we like
That's true.
know us, right? Until we branch out and hopefully, get a bigger audience. But I think we'll start with obviously who I am.
Just first of all, because this is gonna go out onto YouTube.
Yeah.
If my kids see this
Yeah.
when they're older and they're like, Dad, what no. Like, we need to make sure this is good because I don't want my kids to go to school and be bullied because
their dad's a dribble.
literally that's what it is, and I don't want that to happen.
Alright, fair.
Hell no.
Nah. Alright. So yeah. So obviously I'm Anthony. This is. Well, it's my YouTube channel, right? But I think for the podcast is our podcast, and I want to make that totally clear, and I think to you as well that this is our podcast, and
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't our podcast.
Well, this is mainly your idea, right? I think I wouldn't have done a podcast willy-nilly. I think it's your idea, and I think it's good for us because
listen, if we because if we do a podcast, yeah, you can never say that word again.
Wow.
Willy-nilly.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you can't say that word again because the willy-nilly is a weird.
Willy-nilly. Yeah, but I can't swear, can I? So
Yeah, I'd rather
wait,
use.
is willy a swear word?
No,
No, alright, fair.
because I've heard people say willy-nilly on podcasts.
Alright, fair.
No, I don't think that's swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're at the stage yet. We're gonna make money from YouTube, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, no, this is definitely our podcast, and I think although currently right now you're just on screen. What's the word I'm looking for? Talent. You're on screen talent at this point, right? If you want to call it that, because obviously we're in my office, my setup. I got to edit the videos, put it all together and stuff. But hopefully, when it gets to a point where we can give ourselves a little bit more freedom, obviously I would, pass the reins on to you because at that point then I'm going to be...
Yeah, but this is the
doing
thing, yeah.
other stuff as well,
When we decided to do this, we didn't have the intention of going in and being like, mate, in 6 months, me and you, mate, we're gonna be driving around in Lamborghinis. We're gonna be we're gonna be, you know what I mean?
It's a
we're
hobby
gonna be
first.
it's a hobby. Like, this is literally why we're doing it for. Because guess what? If I wouldn't be doing this now, I'd be at home.
Yeah, no.
So this is what we decided to do, and guess what? We're not gonna. I was gonna swear then. We're not giving up. Like, do you know what I mean? We're gonna keep going. So.
Yeah.
I don't care if the thing has 2 views.
Yeah.
If this video has 2 views and it's me and you, this is something that we're brothers and we wanted to do together.
Yeah,
so so that's it. Like, do you know what I mean? Anything past that is a blessing. But at the moment, it's just
100%.
It's just a hobby, you know?
I don't want people to think we're gonna be, like we've just quit our jobs. This is what we're doing because that's just dumb, right? Although I have left my job, voluntary, so I could,
No, you got
cash
sacked.
money. No, I know.
you got
I don't
sacked
think
for
they
stealing.
stealing what?
Like,
Yeah, no. But obviously I was in a job, been there for 6 years. Was offered along with many other people to leave, which most of us did do. and you know, I got a payout from it, and it was sort of came to. Like it was a clip that I watched. It was Joe Rogan actually. It was a clip that I watched, and it was called, you know, not living the life of a desperate quiet man, or quiet desperate man, or something like that. Have you seen that?
No.
So it's basically like, you know, a lot of people are in this position where they live the life of a quiet desperate man, right? So you've got responsibilities and you're burdened down with them. You know, you've got bills to pay for, you've got mortgages to pay for, and you're in some bullshit job that you hate because you can't escape from it, because you have all those responsibilities. And I would probably say 99% of men do that, right? They're in some job that they don't like. They have to stay there because they have to pay their bills. They have to provide for their partner and their kids and stuff. And
of course.
All that other stuff, right? Which is obviously not a problem, you know, like that's what you got to do to survive, right? But if you don't want that, and you really don't want that, that's not something it's something I really don't want. But obviously, bills got to be paid, right? So the opportunity came up where I could buy myself a little bit of time. I could buy myself, you know, 4 or 5 months, and then, you know, reinvest into, which I'm not going to say the cost, just in case someone tries to, you know, break into a house and rob me. But, you know, I invested quite a bit into all this, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if this opportunity didn't arise. And it's allowed me a couple of months now to do this full time, whilst I can still pay my bills, whilst I can still support. But obviously, I'm expecting a child. So, you know, it's not something that I can do now and sustain my family.
Seriously, yeah, and this is the God's honest truth. Do you know when you found out that she was pregnant? Yeah. Was your first thought, I'm happy she's pregnant, or was it works? Like, be honest. Was you scared of once thinking that it didn't work?
You use another word, please, because I'm gonna have to edit that out.
No,
say would. Say you would.
Oh, okay.
You would, or whatever we normally use. I'll be honest, both. Like at the same time, it was sort of but then I swear.
It's fine,
right? It was sort of like crap, but then and then a relief of like, yes, like I work. And do you know what, right? Did I tell you the story about when we like kind of found out?
No.
So Sunshine, me and Sunshine were like sitting on the set, and she was like, "Oh, you know, I just realised I've missed my time of the month and whatnot." And then we're both chilling watching TV, and I was like, "Oh, like whatever." She was like, "Oh," she was then like flustered and flapping like, "Oh, I gotta take a pregnancy test. I gotta take a pregnancy test." But this was like,
wait. The same day. So she said to you, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, kinda. So she said that, and then we were like, oh, she was like, oh, I need to go get a pregnancy test. But this was like 7:00 at night, and obviously that's not the right time for a woman to take a pregnancy test, because apparently the wee is better in the morning or whatever. So,
bro, what are you?
I know. It's true, Mike. It's true.
Bro, you're like a Google search engine, because I'm serious now. You could take a pregnancy test any time of the day and the shit's gonna work.
No, Mike, it didn't, because we took it. It was negative.
Oh shit.
It was negative. So there goes your point. But we took it. It was negative, and so we're like, she was sat in the toilet, and like, we was just like waiting and watching, and it said not pregnant. We were both like, whew, like we ain't gotta, like, it wasn't a relief like, yes, we're not pregnant. It was more of a relief for like, it was a relief from the flap, like the initial flap, like we were flapping a little bit, which we had no reason to flap, but
no.
Yeah,
but like,
it's a big thing in it. So she did that, and then it was negative, and then she was like, fussing all night and whatnot, and then I usually go bed late. It was like 2 or 3 or whatever. And then she went and took a pregnancy test at like early hours in the morning, like 6, 7 or something like that. She just woke up and she was just like, I had to take one. And then she wakes me up and I'm all like, ugh. Like,
especially at that time in the morning.
Like, I've only just been like 3 hours sleep, and she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was just like, the initial thing was like, I was so tired to care. I was like, oh, is it? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, it's all right, just like that.
Sleep it off.
Just sleep. Like,
sleep it off. You'll be alright.
We'll do another one later.
Yo, bro, you cannot say that to a woman after she's just found out. That's mad.
Nah, but she knows who I am anyway. But,
I know.
But she just like lied down or whatever, and then she went spin class like an hour or two later. And then by the time she got home, she was chilling or whatever. And to be honest with you, I was like, after I woke up, I was like, was I dreaming? I was like, was I dreaming? It's like, don't say I was dreaming. So then I just went downstairs then, and then it was just there on the coffee table, like positive pregnancy test. And I was like, oh, right, well, this is real now, isn't it? But
no, I'm buzzing for you. Like seriously, like I'm genuine, and it's like the Jews date's like a day after your birthday, isn't it? So that is sick. Like honestly, like.
No, I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to it. Like I think.
You'll feel so much different though. Like I'm telling you, once you have a kid,
I already do, Mark. Like I'll be honest with you. Like I feel like since then, like I feel
very
like
protective though.
I feel I'm just more of like a different person, Yeah. And I think, and like not to get too deep because this isn't a religious podcast or whatever. But I've like got a lot closer with like my religion. I pray every day. And, like, I feel like since then, like, my mental health and everything's just been clearer, I'm not...
What, from praying?
From praying, It's just more so... It's not so much the praying, right? But praying, for me, is just more of, like, a reflective thing at the end of the day of being, like, I'm grateful I've been able to, be able to buy this, that she's healthy, the baby's healthy. Like, I'll pray that, I'm grateful that we've been able to do this today and stuff. But... like, that's more sort of like me speaking to myself and just being grateful because I think a lot of people go to bed and just don't realise what they have and,
no, but I don't think, but...
It's nothing to do with religion.
Yeah. Like, because I was talking today about, like, how lucky, like, we are. Like, we're so privileged, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we are.
I think,
So, like, you see, like, I'm not being funny, like, obviously we're from Cardiff, yeah? And... there is certain parts of the area that they're really bad.
Oh yeah.
Like they're really bad, and I mean I don't want to get too much into it because shit gets me upset. Yeah. Like you see like single mums who just work so much and they still can't afford to buy things for their kids and things like that. And I don't like it at all.
Yeah, 100%. There's bigger things that in life to worry about, and things that's not within your control. It's not worth your mental health or stressing over, People, if you rely on people make their own decisions. So you should never get upset about people's actions for too long. You can be upset. That's a normal response, but you can't hold shit for too long. And, it is what it is. But yeah. But then, obviously, Christmas Day, obviously, we told you guys and we told her mum and dad. And
it was.
The first thing he said to me, kind of the first thing he said to me was like, I can't remember like the nickname or the term he said for me. He was like, basically, oh, so your balls work then or something.
No, right. Right, he's from Barbados, yeah? I want you to do it, yeah? In the accent, Tony.
No, absolutely not. Because, right, I know this podcast is gonna get me in enough trouble, right? Probably with Sunshine. She don't care too much, but like
you might want to bleep the name though.
Well, whatever, right? Yeah. That's her nickname. Whatever.
Well, you can now.
Nah, but it's fine. She won't care. But if her mum and dad watches, obviously I gotta, I'll just apologize now to be like, if you do watch, you might see.
That's what I'm worried about. Like that's what I'm worried about because like.
With what? With like
I've been single now for the past. She'll watch this.
She's gonna kill you, boy.
No, I'm not worried so much about what I say. If she watches it, it's about like if her parents do watch it and stuff like that. Because I ain't being funny because they
don't know what you like.
No, they no.
Wait, but you live with them for quite.
But what I'm trying to say to you is like there's gonna be some things that's gonna be said.
Yo, he is a gross man. I'm telling you, you're the one who's gonna bring the standards down on this one.
Yeah, probably
down, mate, because you come up with some
weird
stuff, mate.
Yeah, do you know what though? I think that's influence because, honest to God, like to do a podcast, to even be sat here now talking in front of, it's like a mad feeling. But I've watched so many different, like that's all I watch. Like all I watch is podcasts, like Theo Von, Bobby Lee. Joe Rogan sometimes, you know, like everybody. He is like the most overrated podcaster in the entire world. He is. Joe Rogan? Yeah, of course he is.
I mean, that's
how can you sit there? So you're telling me people? I mean, some people do, but how can somebody sit there and watch a 3-hour podcast of then space of then UFC and then of like it just for me I don't like it.
Nah, but I think for him though he's got like a multitude of like different guests that you can listen to. Like I don't listen to him a lot. I watch his clips a lot on YouTube, but I listened to one last night actually. It was about like this guy was talking about like ancient pyramids and
no. See, that
the lost city of Atlantis and stuff. So I listened to that one. I fell asleep to it, but it was 3 hours long. I'm not gonna sit there. And
watch that and that's another thing. Like
that's a whole Lord of the Rings film. Like I ain't about to do that.
I ain't watching no Twin Towers. I mean, is it called Twin Towers? It is, isn't it? I better be.
Yes, it is the Two Towers.
Is it Two Towers?
Two Towers.
Okay. Oh my bad.
Oh no.
My bad. But no. Like we watch. I mean, I'm not too sure what podcast you watch. It really depends on the guest.
It really depends on the
guest. So you like a specific person?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, like I watch every Full Send podcast because I just think they're funny and I've watched them for time and stuff. Although, you know, sometimes it's a bit, you know, whatever. But
no, like I said, like if there's like certain, so for instance, like they had OJ Simpson on,
yeah.
That to me is one of the best podcasts ever, like ever released.
Yeah.
You know, even like their video where they just went to Russia.
Yeah.
And
that
video is amazing.
Yeah, it was the best.
But like there's only certain people that I can watch every single week.
Yeah.
So you have Bad Friends, Theo Von, Two Bears, One Cave. Then you have a Tiger Belly. Like that's 4, and then maybe if somebody else is on a different podcast, I'll watch it. You know.
I genuinely think Theo Von is the funniest man on the planet. Naturally funny, right? You can write stuff and be funny on stage or act funny, right? You know, Kevin Hart, he acts funny. Stand-up's not great, right?
Yeah.
You know, some people write funny, like I don't know, Chappelle, right? Chappelle's probably the GOAT of stand-up.
Yeah, he's
comedy,
the GOAT.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think naturally funny, right? You can just hold a random conversation with anybody and just come up with these quick one-liners and these stupid stories.
Oh, he's the greatest,
funniest man on the planet by far.
But he is. He really is, because you can talk to him about anything and he turns it into a childhood story of him and his mates.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, he is like he is the best at the moment. But Bobby Lee for me has always. Every single podcast he's on, I have to watch.
Yeah.
Because he is... The things that he comes out with is wild.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild. So, yeah. Like, I've really started to watch podcasts in the past 4 years religiously. That's all I watch. Like, that's all I watch. But, like, I've been watching... I've been listening to all the episodes of, like, the Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah.
With Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington. And that, to me...
That's OG stuff.
Yeah, but that's 2003. Yeah, that's 2003.
OG stuff.
And that, for me, is still probably the best consistent show.
Yeah.
It is. Like, Ricky Gervais is a genius.
Yeah.
He's an absolute genius.
I first knew about podcasts, I think, when I was in school and I was doing my my BTECs in media, and we had to do a podcast at the time, and I don't even know what we were talking about. I swear we were just talking about football. It was kind of garbage. We called it Bruv FM. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie.
But we was 14. We was 14 and then. We was 14. This is like 14 years ago. And we called it that. It was terrible, but that was like the first time I knew about podcasts and stuff. And then obviously, you know, and you BTech media as well. Obviously, I learned how to do, you know, camera stuff and editing and stuff like that. So it was useful, but that's when the first time I knew about podcasts.
I'm trying to think of a worse name.
No, you won't.
I'm trying to think of a worse name than Bruv FM. Won't, no. That is... So what was FM stand for? Football Manager?
No, it's like a radio, innit?
What does FM stand for? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like a radio thing, innit?
I don't know what AM...
FM and AM?
I don't know what AM stands for.
I don't know.
I was going to say after morning, but it's the morning.
It wouldn't matter with it, because it's all day.
All morning.
It's probably something to do with frequencies or something.
All morning, AM.
Frequency mode and analog mode or something like that. That kind of sounds like it could be.
I don't know.
Anyway,
saying stuff.
But yeah, no, I lost my train of thought now. But
We can just edit this part. That's okay.
No, it's fine. The least editing I gotta do, the better. But
yeah, I know.
I suppose like why, like going back to like why we do. Well, who we are, right? Obviously, we've already talked about me, who you are, right? So who are you and why? Why do you want to do this? I think for you.
Yeah, but like I wanted to do this. I've wanted to do this for 2 to 3 years, and I've just like I've seen so many podcasts that they say you can't pick someone off a street and do a podcast with them. Yeah. You need someone who has chemistry. Like you need someone who you know. Yeah. Like you can't just pick. Like this is tough to do. This is why so many people try it for 6 weeks. Yeah. Realize how bad they are and then quit. Like we can be horrendous. I'm not giving up. Like do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, of course.
And that's me. Like But yeah.
Oh, but yeah. You said your name at this point?
Yeah, you said I'm Michael.
Michael, yeah, okay. Well,
it's a horrible name.
Why?
It's horrendous.
Who's the greatest Michael of all time? Because like there's goats out there who are called Michael. Like Michael is
the goat name. No, it genuinely is the goat name.
Like there's no like. Come on, you got is he called Michael Tyson? He's called Mike Tyson, right? I guess no one's ever called him Michael Tyson.
That's funny though. Michael Tyson's
hilarious. Yeah.
You got Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Michael Schumacher,
Michael Tyson.
Michael Tyson.
Is there
Michael Buffer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Legend.
I didn't want to.
Absolute legend.
For some reason, I thought his name wasn't Michael, but yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Michael Owen.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Shut up.
Somehow. 2002, innit? He won a Ballon d'Or.
Wait, the only didn't win, did he?
No.
Oh,
robbery.
God, that is wild. No, but the greatest Michael of all time has to be Michael
Jordan.
Jackson, come on. Even though he got a bit of,
True. Like, is Michael Jordan even the GOAT of basketball anymore?
No. Unfortunately.
He can't be, can he? There's no way. I mean, I never watched him, right? I think ability-wise, he was cold, right? There's like... Michael Jordan's like...
No, my man was smoking cigars, every day and was still hooping like thing. Yeah. That's the problem.
I mean, I'm a casual when it comes to basketball. Like, I watch highlights. My team's the Grizzlies. That's all I watch, really. And I watch, LeBron when he pops off. But I think, like, just statistics-wise, right? Statistics. LeBron has got to be the GOAT of basketball. And I think it's a... open close.
Do you know what though? He might be the GOAT for now. Years. Yeah, but he might be the GOAT for now. I can't see him. Like I still think Steph will take over him. I'm deadly serious. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the great. He'll win more rings. Will he win? Will he win more rings?
Is Steph being in better teams than LeBron?
No. What?
Is Steph being in better teams than LeBron?
The Kevin Durant season, yeah.
And who took down that team? The greatest ever team in a regular season. Who took them down? LeBron and the Cavs. There's no way. There's no There's two ways you can look at it, right? There's two ways you can look at it, right? And the best
argument whoa. Klay Thompson was out with an ACL injury, and Kevin Durant was injured.
No, that was the Toronto one.
Oh shit! I messed up.
I think that was I'm pretty sure that was the Toronto because I remember Drake being like, "Wow," like pretending to be upset that Durant got
because everyone was clapping.
Yeah, and he was like,
everyone. He went on injured, and everyone was cheating. Yeah, I remember that.
And then he's like proper stressing on the side, like making a meal out of it. Guy's a donut.
He is a donut.
But yeah. There's two ways you look at it, right? You either are the main star in the super team, right, which was Jordan, Steph, or are you the GOAT because you were the one man that took down that super team?
I don't think he was one man though. That's the problem.
LeBron, yeah, he obviously had Kyrie.
Yeah, right? I think Kyrie was the best point guard in the league at that point. Behind Steph, who was
behind Steph?
Yeah, okay, yeah, behind Steph. But Steph was then
and I'm sure Klay was shooting better than him as well in the regular season. I'm sure he was. But and obviously, and then they had Durant as well. They had Draymond, who's probably one of the greatest.
Do you know what though? Right, you want to talk about teams? Yeah, you want to talk about teams. Jordan was in a team with Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. Yeah. Even the Warriors coach, what's his name?
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr was in there with him. Like Jordan had a team as well. So I feel like LeBron won more chips with worst teams. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why.
Did he win with Lakers?
Yeah,
with Anthony Davis.
It was the lockdown one, wasn't it? It was the lockdown.
Yeah, that team was pony though, as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, garbage. People think it was rigged, but nah, it wasn't rigged. I think they just had. It was LeBron. I think he's just got the best mental strength out of anybody in the league. But anyway, yeah. So the biggest GOAT, Michael, is Justin Jackson.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
he had a bit of.
He's probably the greatest artist ever. Isn't he? Let's be real.
Yeah, but the thing, if you think of it though, I genuinely think like all the greatest musicians are just like there's seriously something wrong with them.
Yeah.
I genuinely do. I genuinely feel like if you think of the greatest artists of all, like musicians of all time, there is something seriously wrong with them.
I think there's a lot wrong with, celebrities and people of that high fame.
No, but think about musicians. Yeah, you have Michael Jackson. Yeah. R. Kelly, who was probably the greatest R&B singer of all time, plays the best thing.
They're all weird though, Mike.
Like Whitney Houston, she might be the best.
That's what fame does to you, man. And I think these people. We'll probably say this for another episode because I could go on all day about how weird these Hollywood people are. But these people, they go through some dark stuff, and they see some dark as well. So
yeah, but you believe in that, like all that, like
there's
people coming down in robes and slicing people open, and ooh.
You don't think that's real?
No.
Okay.
No.
Another episode. I'll convince you.
Yeah, another episode. Let's talk about Shamina Begum.
Wait.
No, wait there.
First of all, we need to finish the intro first, right? So we've gone through who and why, right? We'll get onto that, but what we're doing, right? So if you're watching, what you can expect from us and what we're going to be doing, right? So this podcast, right?
Yeah.
This podcast is going to be out every single week on a Monday. We film it on a Friday, so all news...
It might not ever be every Friday. We might have to film it early in the week.
Yeah.
So it comes out on a Monday, though.
Basically, all the news leading up from that point, from the day we film, up until the next time we film, which is usually around about a week, we'll talk about and discuss, We might do the occasional, one-off episode where we just talk about one subject. And
make sure if you do watch, like, subscribe, and follow on all socials. What is it? Celio TV.
Celio TV, yeah.
SELIO TV. Make sure you follow on all socials. Yeah. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And also comment, if you think one of us is like
who's better looking?
Please don't hurt his feelings. Just don't hurt his feelings.
But yeah, no, mainly YouTube. I think I say mainly YouTube, right? Because YouTube's where the money's at, right? So the goal is, and I think, in a year, goals, I don't know if you have goals within the year, but for me, main one is to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, because then that puts you in the bracket where you can start monetizing, is that the word?
It's called monetizing.
Monetizing, so you can monetize your videos, and maybe we can get paid for it. And then maybe, who knows at that point, we could be...
Oh, so technically we can swear in these?
Kinda, but probably. I wouldn't see they're not going to shut this video down if it's only that's the main goal. And then I think the other ones are get people to watch your videos. Like you need 400 hours of watched videos and 100 hours of short videos watched and stuff. So, but that's the main goal, is just to get subscribers on YouTube. So if you can subscribe, that'd be great. But yeah,
we're gonna do watch-alongs as well.
Yeah. So every Arsenal game we're gonna do watch-alongs. Obviously, we're gonna rely on a lot of people that we know. To fill in, come in and watch games. Obviously, you're not going to be able to watch every single game. No. Hopefully, I'll be in a position, next season, I'll be able to watch every single game.
Yeah, next season will be different.
But we'll be relying on, if you're watching this, or if you're not watching this, it doesn't matter. But we're going to be, relying on a lot of people that we know, that I know, to come in and watch.
If you do watch this by the off chance, I genuinely think we're gonna have about 3 people watching. But if we do have more, and you are from Cardiff, and you know us, just literally drop us a DM or something like that, and be like, I want to come round.
Don't be shy, innit? Everyone, like, you know how I am. You know how Michael is. So, yeah, drop us a message. But, you know, if you're not, I'll probably reach out. And if you don't want to, that's fine. But we're going to rely on a lot of people to, you know, it needs to come from word of mouth. I feel like that's the best way to grow your channel and grow any business.
Yeah, but also
like,
just like
people talking.
Also be annoying. Like be annoying. Like
oh yeah, 100%.
Plaster yourself everywhere. Make sure
100%.
every time somebody opens up their social media, they see your nasty ass face on that social media. Like that's all you need. Not you. I'm just saying mine. Then.
Okay.
But like we're gonna do Arsenal games.
The occasional big game, right? So like the games that matter. Like I'm not a football. I'll be honest. I'm not a football watching fan. I like playing football. I love watching my team, but I need to be emotionally invested to watch a game of football. I just think it's so boring if you don't care about the result.
But this is my thing. I am emotionally invested because every time Man United plays, I want to see them lose.
yeah.
Every time Man City plays, I want to see them lose. Every time Chelsea, Liverpool play, I want to see them lose. So I am emotionally invested. I'm like, I hope they lose. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when if the opposition scores against them, you're damn right I'm cheering.
Yeah, 100%.
But also, we want to Misfits boxing.
Oh, yeah.
Any big sporting event, really. Like, I wish we could have done the Super Bowl, but we can't.
Like, we're big fans of, like, this whole YouTube boxing, influencer boxing. And I think if you're a big boxing fan, I can understand why you wouldn't watch it. Because it's not technical at all. It's garbage, right?
No.
But if you're not a massive, like, boxing fan and you just want to see two absolute, like, beginners just wail at each other with no skill, you're more likely to see, like, I'm pretty sure you're more likely to see a knockout in one of these. You're more likely to see knockout in these YouTube cards.
You want to see people
instead of like a professional.
I want to see people who fight like me, throw windmills and can't fight at all, can't box. Like I want to see that. Like that's what I like seeing.
Yeah, 100%. But if you're like, you know, you box and you love boxing and you love the technical side of it, then you're not gonna love it, you.
Yeah,
but I think people who don't, like, you know, it's a good laugh. So we're gonna watch them. We'll watch the UFC cards, the big wrestling shows as well.
There's any big event, any huge event.
There's a Super Bowl this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
I'm not doing that.
No, I know.
But yeah, like those type things we'll be doing. What else? And then obviously I'll be daily live streaming. I say daily, you know, it'll be like every other so day, you know, just playing a game, live reacting to stuff and whatnot. Basically, I'm on the hunt for clips in it. Any time or place I can get a clip, if I'm watching something funny or I'm playing something, I'll be playing like a lot of like scary games and stuff because I am a shit house. But basically, it comes like scary stuff, like I'm very jumpy, so I'll be playing like scary games, just random games, playing games with the boys and stuff.
The overall goal is to not make this channel boring.
Yeah.
You want to do like different, make a network of it and just try and do 100%. Different types of things. So
100%. Probably the occasional, you know, vlog or whatnot.
Oh no, hell yeah. Like we want to go to Amsterdam in May.
Yeah. Amsterdam would be good. So
I've never had mushrooms. I'm scared to do them though.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on.
What?
Are you allowed to say?
I mean, I've ate mushrooms on a pizza, but you know that's as much as I'll probably say for now, anyway. Because I still need to find a job.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Was insinuated now, innit? But yeah, but soon come, you know, who knows?
I'm scared to do them though. Like I'm genuinely petrified of doing them.
I think if you feel like that, you shouldn't do them.
No, hell no. That's why I'm not gonna do them.
But I think if you're in a headspace where you just don't care, right? And I think I probably might feel different now because obviously I'll have a kid come in and stuff. But I think if you're in a mind frame of like you just don't care and you're just like clear and you're just like at peace with yourself, you do them. No. And then you won't have a bad trip. But if you're not, you know, you see people have bad trips because...
But ain't it funny to see that? Like,
no, because...
yes, it is. Like, I want to see one of my friends freak out.
Because when you're here and you see them doing that, your natural reaction as a human being is empathy, right? Like, that's a normal, natural reaction.
No, it's not.
For most people,
Yeah, for most
I don't know what
people,
you know, but for most people, your natural reaction is to show empathy.
Mate, listen, put it this way, yeah. We got a friend, yeah, aka Charlie Veach, yeah. Mate, if you had a bad trip, he would.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You could never have a bad trip around him.
I mean, you can call him Stretch. It's not his govy name, is it?
No, so... I know, but he's not gonna like Charlie Veach, is he? So I'm gonna have to throw that in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so annoying for you. I know that for sure.
Man, I don't know what to do with this can.
Put on the thing, Mike. But yeah.
Yo, come on, let me jump into...
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Go on.
I want to talk about Shamina Begum.
Go on. What's happened with her?
Mate, oh my God. I was crying earlier. So basically, this news article popped up. And it says, British TV licence viewers, they want to revoke their TV licence because of Shamina Begum's doing a 10...
She's new presenter on This Morning.
Bro, see? That would get you to watch the television, though. That would get you to watch. Yeah. But she's doing like a 10-part podcast or something like that on BBC.
What?
Yeah, it's something crazy. And
I mean, I wouldn't watch it, but fair play.
What do you mean fair play?
What?
She joined the Is, yeah, and you think that's fair play?
What? Mate, don't wait. What do you know? I'm saying fair play to the Is, bro. I'm not saying fair play to them. I'm saying fair play, like how she's managed to wangle a deal with the BBC for a 10
Isn't that mad, though? Isn't that mad? But anyway, she was...
Yo, I can't believe you tried flipping me into saying, yo, big up Is. Big up the Is, yeah, and then, you know, compared to Shamina Begum, landed a BBC podcast deal.
But anyway, she was, they were interviewing her and they said, like, when you first got there, what can you remember? She was like, oh, I saw these, like, guys from the Is that were dressed all in black and they had these big guns. And the guy was like, was you scared? She went, no, I was excited.
Bro, sounds like the start of a Brazzers scene,
right,
bro.
yo.
That is crazy.
Do you know the first thing I thought, though, is women are crazy. Yeah. Imagine that, like, seriously, imagine, yeah, a woman, like, you know how they say women like bad boys and shit, you know, like, this woman, like, you should have seen the smile on her face when she said, yeah, I was excited, and I'm like, yo, these women are wild. Anyway, I'd have it on the podcast, so Shamina, if you want to come on a podcast, let me know.
Yo, if any of you get this to Shamina,
no,
first of all, I would never have MI5 on you straight away.
No, first of all, I'm joking. Obviously, I wouldn't have it on the podcast.
Yo, she thinks she's a bad bee these days, and she does herself up these days, and like, you know.
Yo, be real. If she had an OnlyFans, would you subscribe?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No. No. Nah, but she's got a 10 episode deal?
I don't know. I don't know what I said. If it's like a 10-part series or something like that. I'm not too sure.
With the BBC or with a BBC? Because after you said that about that I think she was trying to say.
That's funny.
No, it's crazy. But yeah, I didn't see that.
I seen Big Dread on the lookout. So
no. Shamina Begum collab with Dread, bro. That's a $1 million deal. That is crazy. Even I wouldn't wish that on her, and I know she's done some bad, but no way.
I don't know. No way. You look like a small Johnny Sins. So you know.
Small Johnny. I think if you're like every bald man's either Johnny Sins or Andrew Tate these days. Actually, if you clean shaven.
No. Okay. We finished on Shamina Begum.
Yeah.
Subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Yeah,
that's fine. Right. So let me tell you something, yeah. So this doppelganger killer that was out in Germany.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff fascinated me. Because,
doppelganger, what's that mean? A lookalike?
Yeah, so basically someone who looks like you.
German for lookalike.
But the problem is... What?
Is it German for lookalike?
Doppelganger? No, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try it.
No, so... There was this... Sharakan or something like that, this woman. She was in... I don't want to get it wrong, but anyway, there was this woman who went on social media and found another woman that could look like her.
Yeah.
And then this woman and her friend was planning on killing the woman because she had a family feud. So she was going to kill this woman because she was basically going to fake her own death.
Okay.
The problem is, How did you think you was going to get away with it?
Yeah, that is dumb as hell.
But listen to this, right? So they killed her. They put it in a Mercedes, and they parked it outside the girl's house who killed her. So basically, she then parked it outside her house.
Okay.
So the parents went out, saw the car, and saw the girl inside it. And because they mashed her face in that bad, because they just saw the hair and all, they thought it was her daughter.
Yeah.
So they went and took her to the morgue, obviously after.
Yeah.
And they identified her as that's their daughter.
Wow.
But then they done the autopsy and come back and was like, no, this is not your daughter, this is somebody else. So then her and her friend got arrested because I'm guessing there was DNA things everywhere. But that is wild, right?
That's so dumb.
How did you think you was going to get away with it? Yeah. That's my biggest thing. Like, how did you think you could...
Nah, there's some stupid people out there, innit? Like, people are just dumb. Like, they're just dumb. Like, people think, oh, yeah, this is a great idea. And that's all it takes is for one person to be like, yeah, I think you're right. And then that's it. And then people just go, behind every dumb idea, there's always another person that agrees, that reinforces it. Trust me. And that's how stupid people are.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, there's another one, which I thought was even more from which I thought was even more fascinating. Yeah. It was this woman, there was this Russian woman in New York. Yeah. And she was doing eyelashes for another woman. Yeah. And it was the same thing. She found this woman who she thought looked like her. Yeah. Didn't look like her in the slightest, but then was like, obviously like...
So that's why she does eyelashes, isn't
so it? Basically... That's rude. So she invited the woman to her house to do her eyelashes.
Yeah.
So she brought her on the cheesecake.
Wait. So, okay, go on.
This woman was called Victoria.
Okay.
She was the one that was evil.
Okay.
So Victoria
the evil one.
Yeah. Put some poison in a cheesecake for this woman.
Who looked like her?
I'm gonna show you later. She looked nothing like her.
She claimed looked like her.
Yeah, she claimed looked like her. So she put some poison in her cheesecake. Yeah. She said 4 hours later she was vomiting and all stuff like that. So then she come back around the house with some chicken soup and was like, "Oh, this will make you feel better." Put poison in that. Damn. So she
just kept scranning it.
Basically, that's the worst part. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got this mad woman who just bought you a cheesecake. After you ate the cheesecake, you was ill, and then she's bringing around chicken soup, and then you're eating that as well. There's got to be something wrong.
That's crazy.
But she so the woman was in the hospital, and she said, "Oh, I just remember this woman, like this woman Victoria. She was going around my apartment, just like rummaging through things. But this woman." Took £100,000 worth of jewelry, sold it for $100,000. Yeah. She robbed this woman blind, so the police couldn't catch her at first. But they run her name. Now this crazy woman also has a past. Okay. So in 2018, she was on dating sites in New York. She drugged 3 men. Okay. Robbed them for everything they had. Yeah. Because the woman she's pretty. Like, she's a bit older.
Cardi B used to do that. Anyway,
I don't know. Would you let her do it to you now?
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not about to disrespect women, but no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even. Yeah, go on.
I like Cardi B.
Anyway.
So she was drugging men, stuff like that, and then I think she got charged with it as well, but I don't know what happened after that because they don't tell you full stories. And then this is the maddest part.
Okay.
2014. Yeah. She was living in southern Russia. Oh. So what she did was, she killed a neighbor, and then moved to New York.
As you do.
So she killed a neighbor. But the police knew it was this woman. So the police was like, she was like the most wanted person in Russia at one stage, because they knew who this woman was. But she flew to New York. Do you know what's the maddest part about that? Oh. Is that the woman who she killed, her daughter also lived in Brooklyn, where this Victoria woman lived, said this woman lives a few miles away from me. And that's how she got caught.
Right. So that's a small world, that is.
Isn't that crazy,
bro? From southern Russia to New York, Brooklyn as well.
I know.
That is wild.
And that's how she got caught, because the woman was like, this woman went to a police officer. I think he was actually a retired police officer as well, because I think she knew him, and was like, yeah, this woman killed my mother.
Mad.
And then they went in there and busted her. How crazy is that, though?
Such a good coincidence, though. That's like...
It's karma for you, innit?
It's karma, it's fate, it's all of the above. But that's just, you know, yeah. That is crazy.
Do you know what's even crazier about Russia?
What?
Is that they said that Cardiff people were eating cat food.
Some people probably do.
Listen, I've dabbled in whiskers, but I haven't gone full thing. But this is what they said. So there was a woman.
I want chicken. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
No, so there was this woman called Olga Skybaneva or something like that.
Yeah.
She's called the Iron Will. She is like a Russian propaganda.
So this is like Russia, like what, BBC or something, or
yeah. So basically, yeah, it's
Russia's
like
BBC.
Russia's BBC. I don't think, yeah. So this woman is like basically like Putin's little
minion.
Yeah, minion.
Yeah,
but basically, the woman Olga and her husband's also a news reporter.
Yeah.
So he also does TV propaganda.
Mad.
So they were just basically saying that people from I mean, let's be honest. There is some people from Cardiff that looks like all they eat is cat food.
Yeah, 100.
But you know, it's like they also. So basically, they said that everybody. So Cardiff is being so stricken with the rising cost in energy and food that we are eating cat food. We are warming our food up on radiators, and all our women have turned to the prostitutes.
Damn.
So like you do.
It's kind of true.
No, whoa. So like,
nah, it's not that true.
so like you do.
Yeah.
I have to have a word with my missus.
Yeah, true.
If Russia,
like, how you heating my food up? Like, what's for dinner?
No. I'm talking about like, is she selling?
Ah.
So I said to her, so I was like, yo, like.
Russia's telling me.
Olga's telling me that. Olga's telling me that all these women can, and she denied it. But there's something you have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm watching you.
Yeah, you know, you're warming your cat food on your radio while your missus is selling for 20 quid. Or is it just women, or are they saying men as well?
Women. But do you think though,
it's kind of sad.
like if the women are, you could get like the premium cat food instead of like the like.
Yeah, you could probably switch up from Whiskers to like Aldi
Purina or something like that. I think that's a cat one.
Yeah, nah, I don't know about that. Would you eat cat food? How much would you eat cat food? Like if I gave you a pouch of cat food and said here's 100 quid here.
No, hell no.
$1,000.
Yeah.
500.
No. Oh yeah, 500 quid.
Yeah, I'd probably do it for 500.
No, I'd do it for 200 quid.
I know I got a PC, but a PS5 would be nice as well. 200.
Yeah, I'd do it for 200 quid.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing though, Mike. You can't just have a
the jelly pouch. Yeah, £200 I'm eating her.
Nah. No way.
Listen.
Good segue, right? Actually, we're talking about the rising cost.
Yeah,
living, right?
Listen, you gotta take over because I haven't got a clue.
So basically, right? So there was a story that came out about British Gas, and obviously I used to work in an energy company, which I'm not gonna tell the name of, but you know, just in case, you know, I get told off. But yeah. So apparently, what British Gas has been doing, and this is. And I'm pretty sure this has been a practice of energy companies. I'm not going to say all energy companies, but this did happen in my energy company whilst I was working there, the very early stages of it, and what British Gas have been doing. So people where they can't afford to pay their bills, right? So they're in debt with their energy company because they pay £100 a month, but they've used £200 worth of energy, right? And then I just keep stacking up, and these people can't afford it, right? Because of how life is at the moment in UK. So what British Gas are doing, they're forcing themselves entry into people's properties who are in debt and can't pay, and they're forcing them to have a pay-as-you-go meter. You're a pay-as-you-go meter.
Yeah. I've seen. Go on. Yeah.
Stuff, right? So they're forcing themselves to put these meters into people's properties.
How can they do that though?
I don't know. I don't think they can.
That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure surely it needs to be against
some people's meters are outside their property, so people can just change them.
Was it the one video where the guy was like, "I love doing this"? There was a video of a guy who was putting the meters in and saying, "Oh, I love doing this."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's just evil, isn't it? But so what they're doing is forcing them to like pay as you go. Now, if they've got no money, they can't top up their meter, so they're gonna have no gas.
That's
no
mad.
heat, no electric. They're not gonna have.
Do you reckon they're targeting? They must be targeting families.
So this is what happened in the company. An absolute legend, right? But when I first started in my place, there was an undercover Daily Mail journalist.
Oh wow.
So what he did, he was trying to like gather like
Yeah.
you know, bad selling techniques and just find anything he could, right? So one of the boys was just like he's quality, but he loves a blabber, right? And he was basically saying in the building that the apartment he was working in, they would target specific areas around the valleys. You ever heard of the Gurnos?
Yeah, because I have in Merthyr.
The Gurnos, right? So they would target like areas in the Gurnos to force them to have prepaid meters.
Crazy that is. So, it's not fair either though.
So they wouldn't gain, you know, that, and they wouldn't.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so that's what British Gas have been doing. They've been found. They've been told they can't do it. Ofgens come down on them like a ton of bricks and stuff. And it's just it's disgusting, really, because you can't afford to heat your home, and you know.
Do you know
and they'll do it to anyone.
Do you know what's the worst part about it all is that you can be, like, if you're full time working.
Yeah.
If your partner is full time working, there is no way can you not be able to afford it. Like, there should be some sort of thing that says,
yeah, I know.
You're doing all you can. There's nothing more you can do.
No,
there's nothing more you can do. I despise it. Like, I actually like, because there's just no human decency. There's
no.
How can you look at another, like, how can you see like another human being or kid? Like, it's, for me, it's like, how can you see a kid in a house with no heating and be like, yeah, but they're old. I'm sorry, they're old. Like if there's like
you've had enough eating for 70 years of love.
How many rich teas have they had in their life?
Nah, that's rude.
No, I'm like, these kids are like 4 and 5, and the only place they can go and get heating is in their school.
Yeah,
it's sick. Like, it's so sick. It's
but,
so sick.
But here's the thing, though, right, Mike? So while I was at this place of work, right, sometimes I would question, you know, the people who weren't higher up, but they were like 4 steps down, right? And they were usually the brunt of it. And I would ask the occasional question of, well, you know, if we're increasing our prices because the cost of energy to produce it is gone up, then how come our profits haven't lowered? Couldn't give me an answer. So profits, so I think it was Shell, or BP or something. They doubled their profits. I believe. I think I put that on my Instagram story the other day. They doubled their profits, right? But yet they've increased their prices where people can't afford to cook, to light their house, to be warm, to have a hot shower. But they're still doubling their profits. So their money hasn't stopped going, but the money from our pockets have gone. So
they must not be allowed to drop below a certain thing, though.
No, but like, for me, it's like, do you really need all that money and double your money in some cases, or, you know, we have to keep earning more and more every year? Why can't you just take a loss just for human decency?
But don't that mean if they earn more, don't that mean more taxes towards the government?
Yeah, which all just gets filtered back through. So it's just a sick.
It's the government. Process. There's nothing to do with thing. I don't 100%. Think they're the worst.
But there should be, like, you know, regulations and stuff for, like, they'll increase our prices, but their profits won't drop, and that's the main story of it. Their profits won't drop, but they will increase your prices because they need their profits to keep going up and up and up.
I hate talking about politics because every single politician to me is a crook. Like, every 100%. Single one. There is not one person that has been stuck to their word, have said what they're gonna do. So I pay no mind to it. Like, I don't like just. I'll never shake your hand. I'll never meet you. I'll never do anything. So don't come around my house. Don't inbox me. Don't follow me on Twitter. Like,
I do like the local councillor around here, though. He's a good guy. Peter, I think his name is. He's a good guy. There's a Fakira and Eagly, I think. He's a good guy. But for the rest of them, and somehow he knocked the door and he called me by my first name. I was like, "Oh, I am, mate." But he's a local councillor, isn't he? So he knows everybody. But
no,
he's a good guy.
I got a question for you. Be honest, right? I don't want none of this fake stuff. Yeah. If you was in America, who would you have voted for, Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. How can you? No, we're not gonna get into it that heavy, but I feel like if you take the media at face value and believe everything that they say, you'll hate Trump.
Yeah,
you'll hate Trump.
Yeah, but it's just, it was, yeah.
But
I don't want to. I don't want to go because we can go into that.
Is off it. Like Biden is just like he's just there, innit? He's just there for just vibes. He's just there. It's just you're like goobity gob. Like
he literally reminds me of that meme of that little kid when he got the glasses and he's just in a disco, just vibing out. Like
the guy's just like. He's on another planet, but yeah, 100%. I think Trump did really well for America. I think he's probably the best president they've had in the last 30, 40 years. And I don't know a lot about American politics, but
do you know the problem is though? We get influenced by America so much. Like,
oh,
honestly, like everything about me though
100%.
is influenced like by America. Like I watch American things way more than I watch British things. The only British thing I watch is football. And Filthy Fellas. That's the only British thing I watch. And I'm being serious. I don't watch anything else.
Podcast up there, Filthy Fellas, man.
The No Rules show. That thing is hilarious.
Give me your all-time 3 guests you'd love to have on a podcast.
Putin.
That's crazy.
Shamina Begum. Ooh.
Nah, there's no.
And El Chapo.
Who?
El Chapo.
El Chapo.
Nah, honestly, it'd be Arsene Wenger.
Yeah. Nah. I wouldn't say nah, like I wouldn't have him, but I'd probably pick Arteta.
No.
Just because of the now, you know?
No. Arsene Wenger. Theo Von. Podcast guest, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Rihanna.
Oh my
God.
I know. She's doing a halftime show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently, people are like, I've seen on TikTok, people got theories of what song she's going to do first. People are taking bets on it.
Yeah, they all do.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but people can bet on like the toss.
Oh, is that?
People can bet on heads or tails. No,
Mad.
yeah, you can bet on whether they land on heads or tails.
Just go casino and just do black and red, innit?
No, but it's fun. Super Bowl. You can have parlays, can't you, on Super Bowl?
Oh, fair, true. You can put that on accumulators, eh?
Yeah, you can put it in accumulator.
So parlay is the American version of accumulator.
Accumulator, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Anyway, I'm not like 1,000,000% sure, but I think so.
But yeah.
Who would yours be?
I would have.
You said Arteta.
Arteta. I want someone outrageous. Who's an absolute lunatic? I'm feeling either Kanye West or Alex Jones.
See,
Alex Jones, the American guy, got sued for $1 billion.
Yeah.
No, it was $1 trillion.
Yeah, I wouldn't. See, like he is like that man is taking it over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this? Do you know Kanye?
Yeah. Bruh, I thought it was on silent. Sorry, people. It's not.
Yeah, Kanye is like, for me, he's top 5 musician, like artist of all time. All time. Yeah. But you can't, like, there's only so much you can.
I'm going to get onto Kanye, right? Because there's a story about Kanye. But for my third guest, I'd have Arteta, Alex Jones, and...
But you've been very serious, Alex Jones.
Yeah. And probably Conor McGregor. Because I don't think he's ever done a podcast before. And I think the guy is just... He's quick, he's witty, he's got a lot of stories to tell. Like, the guy is... He's an animal, isn't he? Although he's obviously not the fighter he was. He's still that guy.
Do you know who would be a dream guest for real?
Who?
KSI.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like, he would be
He's
amazing.
the GOAT, isn't he? He's the GOAT of, like, YouTube
Everything.
Influencer,
He really
thing
is.
in the UK. Like, the guy is, top tier. I remember watching him in sixth form when he first started doing his videos. And one of the boys was showing me his videos. He was just laughing at him. This is when he never used to put his face cam on. He was just doing commentary over FIFA videos. And we'd watch him just busting
Top
laughing.
goals of the week.
Yeah, it was just all that dumb stuff. But Yeah, he's the GOAT. I remember watching, like, people always say, "Oh, yeah, I remember when he was like 5 followers." It was like, you weren't. He had a couple of thousand, but I remember watching from.
He's giving giveaways so early on in this thing.
Early, and I remember when he first showed himself from camera, and we were all just busting up because he was just an odd-looking bloke. He was making like mad faces and stuff, but yeah. But yeah. Anyway, back to Kanye, right? So there's a new theory about Kanye. So have you heard about the Kanye clone?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. So Kanye, apparently, the Kanye you see today is apparently a clone. So the theory is there's two Kanyes. There's a 5'8" Kanye, who's the chill one. He's the one who sits in cafes by himself, no people around him, just scranning, eating food and doing whatever. It's the chill. And then you got the 6'1" Kanye, who's the one out in public, wearing all the mad weird stuff. So
Kanye's the 5'8" one, and Ye's the 6'1".
Kinda, yeah. Right? So if you research it yourself, so the theory came about, right? So Kanye's recently got married to a woman who was like a Balenciaga designer or something. She was like head of creative in Yeezy.
Oh, yeah, I saw something about that.
So he's got married to her. So the theory is,
doesn't she look like him?
A little bit, yeah. So this is bad, isn't it? There's 1,000 views, but there's only one of me. So so there's a picture of them next to each other, right? He's 5'8", and I believe she's like 5, around about the same, 5'7", 5'9" area, right? There's a picture of him and her standing next to each other. He's towering over her while she's got heels on. She's got about 3-inch heels on, which would have made her about 5'10".
Did he have a mask on his head?
No, but he was wearing like his normal wellies, right? Now, I don't know if he's got some go-go gadget stilts in his wellies or something, but he was towering over.
Okay. Right.
So there's no way he could be that.
No. Hold on. So you genuinely believe this?
No, but there's a theory behind it.
No, I'm asking you.
Theories are just opinions.
No,
right?
but I'm asking you.
But it's possible. Because you can clone. Do you know you can clone your pet for 10 grand?
So no, you're being honest to God serious.
100.
There's two Kanye Wests out in this world.
Well, what he did say, right, and it was something before. Do you know he went missing for like a couple of weeks? Didn't he? Yeah. He said, if I go missing, I come back different. It ain't me. He went missing. He went missing for a couple of weeks. Come back, married, and now he's 6'1". You do the math.
I wonder if I could do that.
But did you know that though? You can clone you can clone
Denzel
for 10 grand.
Yeah. I know that. And
crazy.
But I heard that somebody had it done and just was not the same. Like, who was it?
What they're saying about Britney Spears as well. They reckon she's a clown these days as well.
Bro, I'd love it on a podcast.
Bro, I don't think that is possible. I do not think that's possible. There's a whole mad other stuff going on with her, but I don't think that's possible at all.
So let's talk about the sports. So the NBA, Kyrie got traded to the Magic. Was it Magic?
Mavs, bro.
Mavs with Luka.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to make him any better. Like, I genuinely don't. Now, on the other hand, KD going to the Suns is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, that is... Like, they can genuinely win a championship.
Is CP3 still that guy, though?
Because he is.
He's still that guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
And you got Devin Booker, mate.
Yeah, Booker's good.
They are... if they don't win it... Because you've seen big threes in the past few years, and it's made basketball worse.
Yeah.
You've seen Westbrook. Who was it? Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and who else? Paul George. That was a big three, wasn't it? At OKC?
No, it was Durant, Mike.
No, couldn't
Westbrook, Durant,
and James Harden.
Yeah, but Harden was a 6 man though at that point.
But then there was another one. I swear it was Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George. It was definitely at OKC, 100%. Okay. And then you had another big three. Who was it? I forgot who it was that flopped. Oh, the one, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, Durant, Kyrie, and Harden.
Flopped, like crazy. But
what about the Lakers? I mean, the Lakers had a three that flopped. Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron.
Yeah, but that's finished now. Where's he going to? He's going to
Westbrook. He's going to the Jazz.
That's a good move though. Where's Donovan Mitchell going?
He wants a buyout. he wants to get a buyout. So
I thought Donovan Mitchell was at Jazz.
No, he's at somewhere else now, isn't he? But
I'm such a casual NBA fan, but
he's
when I
at
see
Cavs,
trades
isn't
like
he?
that,
He's at the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell, yeah. I thought he dropped 61 for the Cavs not too long ago.
oh well, yeah, of course he did.
But yeah, I think Westbrook's trying to get a buyout, and he's trying to go to the Bulls. I think
That'd be crazy.
the Bulls or the Clippers. Either one. He's from LA, innit? So it makes sense. If
That'd
he
be crazy.
But yeah, no, that was some crazy trades on a deadline day, wasn't it?
What about Super Bowl? Who you going to Super Bowl for real?
Super Bowl, it's hard not to go with the Chiefs. I know you're an Eagles fan, but
That is what. That is wild. Like, how could you? The Eagles are the best team in the league. I genuinely think the Eagles are going to win by 14 points.
I hope they win. I mean, I want them to win. You know, but I think Patrick Mahomes, isn't it?
He's injured, don't he?
Yeah, but
He says he got a bad ankle.
Bro,
Bless him.
He was injured in that one against Tampa, and he was still unreal.
Bengals.
No, against Tampa, when he was injured against Tampa. They beat the Bengals, didn't they? But when they lost against Tampa, he was unreal.
Oh, is it?
Patrick Mahomes, yeah. But yeah, so that's on Sunday. What times are usually on?
Oh, late, innit? I'm telling you now, right?
The Rihanna halftime show is gonna pop off, though.
Yeah. But the Eagles are going to win by 14 points. Jalen Hurts is the most informed quarterback in the league. People don't like him. I still think he's class. You got Miles Sanders, who is insane. You got Kelsey, which is insane. And then you got the Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox. I forgot the other one's name. Mate, the runners they got are just they're gonna.
I like the Super Bowl. Like I find it's hard to watch regular season.
No, right? I only watch like that. That's what I mean. Like
it's hard to watch regular.
Playoffs
season.
are good though.
Playoffs are good. It's the same for basketball though. Like if you're there watching every single game, you ain't gonna have time in your day to do anything else. So, like I think watching the big games, the playoffs and stuff. That's why I think there's too many games in some of these sports. But
if you think of it, like the NFL's only like 25 games.
No, I was mainly talking about
basketball's ridiculous. It's 82 games a season. That's regular season. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
It's too much. But yeah, no, I watched the Super Bowl. I watched it last year. I watched it the year before that. It's a good.
Let me tell you something. When they won it 5 years ago,
yeah,
I don't for some reason, Philadelphia is just my favorite city ever. Yeah. I don't know why. It is my favorite city ever. So between the 76ers, the Eagles. I mean, I don't like baseball, so I won't watch baseball.
Yeah, baseball's ass.
But from Wallow and Gilly, they're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Meek Mill from Philadelphia. Will Smith, Rocky Balboa from Philadelphia.
Kevin Hart's from Philadelphia.
Kevin Hart's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When I was younger, Bam was all I used to watch. Bam Margera from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, I've just always been Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. So when they won it 5 years ago, it was sick. It was so sick.
Yeah.
Want to talk about the game tomorrow?
Game tomorrow? Oh yeah, damn.
You got the Goats t-shirt behind Goats t-shirt. Yes. The Goats football shirt behind you.
I mean, it's not on frame, but yeah, it's probably not the 14 goat everyone's thinking of, but it is Eddie and Kay, yeah. Yeah, the defense is in trouble, but yeah, no football this week. So big story, Man City.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Man City. So word on the block is right. So there's been it's a 4-year investigation.
Yeah, 4 year, yeah.
And apparently there was a whistleblower or.
Apparently, yeah, someone who worked inside Man City blew the whistle on him.
Everyone thinks it's Arteta. I don't think he would do that to Pep. Right?
Yo, that would be the great. No, but he would never.
No,
that'd be the funniest thing
I think the guy got some integrity, but if so, and I've seen it quite a lot on Twitter and I've seen it quite a lot on TikTok that people feel like if we do, obviously we're Arsenal fans, if we do win the league, it's tainted. But for me, it's like, how could you possibly say that when we have been the best team in the league?
I was thinking this, right? And this is the truth. First of all, Man City, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
They won't. They'll probably get a fine. No point reduction. That's it. And it's going to be pocket change to them. So Man City are fine.
No way.
Now, if they did get a 15-30 point reduction, that Arsenal, it's wrapped up. Arsenal's won the league. That's wrapped up. Yeah.
I feel so, yeah.
But it wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah, no.
To me, it wouldn't feel
agree.
the same.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
You want to win the league. Man City, I think they're overrated, but people say they're the best team in the world. Yeah. I don't think that. I think they're way overrated.
Who's the best team? PSG, do you think? Or Barca?
No. But I'd say Bayern Munich.
Right, okay.
I'd say Bayern Munich.
They'll win the Champions League, will they?
See, no, that's different.
Well, that's how you...
No.
No, I agree.
Because I still think Man City got a massive chance of winning the Champions League.
Yeah. Because Haaland's he's a good Champions League player, and he's a big game player, in my opinion.
He's made him worse, though.
He has and he hasn't.
No, he has. Like, do you know who was the first...
But it's not his fault,
Do you know who was the first person to say that? Someone who looks exactly like you.
No, don't even do that.
No, for real.
Tigo?
Yeah.
No.
He was the one that said that... he was the one that said that Man City are worse when Haaland's playing. And I genuinely believe it.
Though, but it's not his fault, though, because, like, if they're relying on him too much to do all goals and score everything, and like everything goes through him, that's not his fault. But he is delivering on that front. He scored 26 goals already.
No.
Like, he's got some ridiculous goals, but it's not his fault that the other players are just like, oh, do you know what? F it, can't be bothered. Just roll it to Haaland, and then hopefully he just bags another hat trick and gets us past the the 90 minutes. Like, they can't be doing that. And he's only, 21, 22 or something? They can't be right. There's big players in there. You've got Mahrez, De Bruyne, Silva. You've got all these players in that team who they're having decent seasons. Not exactly garbage, but they're having decent.
Mahrez has been the best player this year.
They're having a decent enough seasons, but like, they're just like, I just feel like they've got champions fatigue. I feel like at this point they feel like they're bored of winning the Premier League. That's what it feels like. And like sometimes you can get that. You can get champions fatigue. You can win so much to the point where you're just like.
But the Premier League is not the proper. Like, it's not the. I forgot that word.
Well,
Premier League is not what they want to win.
Yeah.
They want to win the Champions League.
I feel like they've held on to some of their players for too long. And that's why I think Alex Ferguson is obviously the greatest manager of all time, because with any squad that he had, any player that he had, he turned them all into champions. And then when he's seen that some of them were a little bit too, blasé and just didn't have that fire anymore, you were gone.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand said that enough times. There's been players that Man United have had, and they've had unbelievable 2-3 seasons, and then if they ain't up to anymore, you're gone.
Yeah.
So
that's the way it should be, though.
And that's why Ferguson was the GOAT for that. And I don't think Pep is getting that. And I think he's, got too much trust and too much of a bond with these players now. He's been there for 8 years. And he's just like not ready to let him.
He could never replace Aguero. I could never replace him.
It's kind of true.
I could never replace him.
But yeah, that's what was going on.
Right.
City, but...
What's going to be the score tomorrow? Because...
Well, this will be out on Monday, so I'll go with Arsenal vs Brentford.
Yeah,
right?
Arsenal
at home.
Yeah.
Brentford on a 9 undefeated streak in the Premier League, or is it a winning streak? I don't know if it's a winning or an undefeated streak, but yeah, they're on a streak. They haven't lost in 9 games or something, so they're on fire at the moment. I feel
we're gonna scrape it tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a scraper. I feel
it's gonna be a 2-1.
If Partey ain't up to it like he was last game, and Odegaard went up to it.
Oh, we get beat
last game.
Yeah, we get beat.
We'll get beat because I think Vieira don't come close to Odegaard, and I don't think Jorginho comes close to Partey. So without those 2 key players for us, we'll be our best players this season.
My thing is this: why ain't Smith Rowe playing?
He's injured, Mike.
Is he still injured?
He's still injured. It's crazy. I feel bad for him because I don't want him to be like another
Jack
Wilshere or Diaby or them types of players. I do feel bad.
Wilshere would still be playing in that team.
Oh, I know. What a player.
Yeah, but I'm going Arsenal 2-1.
I'll go with, dare I say it, probably a draw.
No faith.
I got faith, but I just feel like tomorrow, you just feel like some games is like, banana skins come in, and I feel like Brentford are on form. Brentford are going to look at us and be like, all right, they hammered us at our place. Ash return a favour. We got all the momentum. They just lost.
I don't know. I can't see it. Like, I can't see us losing at home. There's just not a chance.
I don't think we'll lose. I don't think we'll lose, but I think it'll either be a 0-0 or it'll be like a Fulham game where we get like a last minute winner, or Wolves game we get like a late end winner.
I think that's better.
I know that's much better.
Feeling.
I love that, yeah. But
I love that feeling.
But yeah, no, we won't be streaming that game. But we'll be streaming the biggest game of the season.
Yeah,
it'll be Arsenal versus Man City.
What's the goal?
Wednesday.
What? About 7 o'clock go live, is it?
Yeah, probably about 7 o'clock. We'll go live Wednesday. Obviously we'll talk about football and stuff beforehand and do all those other bits, and then we'll watch the game then. So hopefully, if anyone's about, you can come in and watch.
We done?
I think so. Wait, before we do finish though, I just want to say, like, thank you to, if you're watching this, appreciate it. If you follow us on the socials, I know some people have already, appreciate that. And obviously, personally, I want to thank, obviously, you for being here and being a part of this. And obviously, Sunshine as well. She's just let me do it, really. I know a lot of people are in a position where their partners just, put the pressure on them and be like, oh, I don't think you should do this. And, we need the bills paid and stuff. And she's just let me do it. She's let me figure it out. She knows what the plan is and stuff. So
yeah, to be fair, like, my missus has been the same. She's been like, because she's seen how passionate I was about it. So she was just like, carry on and just do it, because I it's something you're passionate about. I'm not passionate about many things.
Yeah,
I'm passionate about football, food, my kids, and Warzone.
Although you are the worst Warzone player ever.
No, I'm not.
But yeah, no, I think behind it's a cheesy saying, but behind every good man there's a good woman, and without support systems behind you, some of the stuff that we do is not possible. So, but yeah, away from all the soppy, cheesy stuff.
No, because it is true. Like I said, like she's like they have genuinely been amazing. So if we done.
Yeah, this is your only shout out. So appreciate it, and
subscribe, comment. I don't know if people even say that anymore. Follow us on all socials. Follow me on Instagram, Michael Celio. And Twitter as well. Same again, at Michael Celio. Both of them. Follow me.
If you manage to get one person to follow you off the back of that, I will be very surprised.
If you are weird though, I'm not accepting. Stretch, aka Charlie Veach, I told you that we were going to drop this. So when we listen to it, give us your genuine feedback, because you're probably the only person around us that will keep it a hundo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.